Background, come from Warren, Michigan, born and raised right out of there. My disability is called arthrogryposis. I was born with it, so it's congenital. Got my first wheelchair around 9 years old after growing up on crutches and kind of not really struggling to get around, but struggling with on the side of sports. Kind of not really ever being able to, keep up the pace with my friends. So I got my first chair, 9 years old. And then from that point forward, wheelchair basketball has been a part of my life. I was able to play all sports growing up with my friends, all the way through high school there. And then when I graduated, I got a scholarship to play at University of Texas Arlington. So I played 5 years there, studied criminology. And then in 2005, I met my current coach, Nikolai Zeltinger, at a junior world tournament in England, where we actually were really successful with our junior team, played really well, took gold there. Got in contact about playing overseas, possibly becoming a professional. And so when I finished my senior year of college in 2006, I literally went right out of college and played world championships with the men's team in 2006 and went straight there in August, and I've been living currently ever since in Germany.
Do you see the movement a little bit more progressive for pro than you do in, let's say, the Americas?
Yes, absolutely. Where we really have it growing up here is the junior division. Really, really awesome, going all the way through high school and then directly into college. You play with your peers, super competitive. But it's pretty clear after college that the league play is really, really strong here, but you have to have your personal life figured out, your job, what you're doing with your family. And the big difference for us is that we're getting paid to play abroad, and your full-time job is training, being around the team. You're talking 9 months, being able to compete and train every day. So I would say that was really the big difference and big push of why a lot of us have kind of gone that direction.
How have you seen the Paralympic movement in the U.S. Evolve over the last 10 years? Because obviously you've been a part of that.
Yeah. Oh, it's totally incredible. I mean, it's so awesome to come here in Colorado Springs. We consistently have camps here, and just the Paralympic push. I mean, social media has been a real help for that. I'm not really big personally with that, but we have some guys on our team who have done a phenomenal job and all around the Paralympics. I think that's really helped, and the USOC has just gotten behind it even more and more every quad, and it's been so helpful, getting a lot more recognition, from the public and things like that. Even being here, every time you see tours come through, and people are always like, "Oh, okay, yeah, I've heard of that." They're not really coming in and you don't get a whole lot of that. Oh, it's the first time I've seen it before. You're kind of seeing that where more and more people are recognizing it.
Any stigmas, do you think, or are those stigmas starting to slowly erode?
I would say slowly. I think it's still hard that when you compare maybe wheelchair basketball to able-bodied basketball, you kind of have that I don't know type feeling with wheelchair basketball. But anybody who sees it in person is instantly not really blown away, but they understand it, they respect it a lot more. Again, I mean, we've put our lives behind this, and that's the biggest thing. Ever since I got my chair, I mean, this was my dream, Paralympic dream. I wanted to always be a role model and kind of moving forward, for people who are younger than me, and that's been really, really great to say this is my life.
And then talk about your personal life here. So you married a doctor from Germany.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
So thanks. Yeah, really awesome. So when I moved over to Germany, I literally met my wife and her family pretty quickly within the first 3 weeks. Her name's Lena. Lena's brother Jan was playing with us on my professional team, Londil, and so basically I became really close with the whole family. You could call it like my host family if you had a study abroad type experience. I was constantly invited to family events and always invited to barbecues, and then we just got closer and closer, and one thing led to another, and now we're married. But totally life changer. I consider myself a lifer, in Germany, but definitely try to get back to the U.S. and see my family in Michigan as much as possible.
So how's life in Germany?
Oh, fantastic. Totally, totally different than here in some ways. Basically, you have a lot more of the town life. I live in a city called Gießen, and we're walking around quite a bit more. You're never really having to get in your car. Germans just aren't afraid of weather, for example, so I always kind of get a kick out of that year round. It doesn't matter. Saturday open market, you're going to find people down there in any weather condition, in my opinion. Just the summer life is really nice there too. It's a little bit more mild than where I come from, but the outdoor life, the beer garden, of course, the food is great. I find it it's home for me.
What's your favorite German beer?
Licher, Licher. Yeah, that's. We're lucky that sponsors our team, but we also get, cool festivals and things like that they always have.
Favorite German food?
Oh, that's a tough one. Probably traditionally would be schnitzel, of course, but there's this thing called Handkäse mit Musik, which is it's like a special cheese from the area, and then it's kind of like marinated in vinegar and onion. It's harsh, but it's definitely really good for sure.
Sounds harsh.
Yeah.
The German cheeses are sometimes
I never really even ate cheese so much until I moved there. I was just I'm just open to trying different things there.
I grew up in Wisconsin, so there's a little German influence in the Milwaukee area. Talk about Rio. Talk about the team makeup, the chemistry. As a co-captain,
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, you're anointed as one of those two guys to be a leader. Talk about that and obviously experience you've had in previous games.
Yeah, first of all, I just so fascinated by how well the team gets along and how much we all support each other. It's just a special group of guys. We're going to have games there where someone's going to have a big game, and then the next game it might be that next person, and it's just amazing with that team chemistry. And I definitely am proud to say I'm a leader with that group, but I think a lot of the guys do a really good job of leading within each other. We have certain guys who grew up together, and that's just been so helpful. Matt and I and Josh were on the 2004 team, so we've seen a lot of change with the coaches from almost every 4 years, basically. So I just think that this group right here it's got something special. And we're having fun with that right now. We're kind of, trying to keep that push and really going with it. Sorry.
You got 2 colored medals, right?
I do not
Athens?
have.
Athens was silver? No.
No. Actually, I don't have a medal in Paralympics. I played in 2004 and 2008. In 2004, we got bumped out in the quarterfinal versus Great Britain. In 2008, we lost in a semifinal to Canada, and then we did not win the bronze medal game.
In 12, you were not in 12.
12, I was an alternate. Yeah.
You were saying.
Yeah.
Okay.
Michael Paye, NWBA, come row with us.